Experience to deliver justice. We'll win, or you pay nothing. Don't wait. Call Larry H. Parker, 800-333-0000. We'll fight for you.
I always thought that I was too young to take Metamucil. But as I got older, my body just felt sluggish, out of rhythm. I didn't realize that my heart health and my digestive health were connected. My doctor was pleased when he looked at my cholesterol levels. He literally pumped his fist in the air and went, "Yes!" I feel good knowing that I'm taking care of my heart and my digestive health. It's like I'm a different person when I put my boots on.
Metamucil. Digestive health starts here.
This is CBS LA Mornings.
Rise and shine. Good morning to you. It is Friday, July 3rd. I'm Chris Holmsham.
And I'm Kalina Estrinos. And here are the top stories we are following as you're heading out the door. A violent assault and a dangerous pursuit leads to a shooting. We're live in Covina with a violent turn of events.
Plus, a SWAT barricade happening as we speak. Our Mark Lou's got details straight from the desk.
And America is getting ready to celebrate its 250th birthday. From the nation's capital to right here in SoCal, they have all the festivities happening to mark the milestone.
Which means a lot of outdoor activities, festivities. Let's go to Amber Lee with a look at our next weather. Amber, give us that summer weather.
All right, thank you. Let's go outside for a look at your next traffic. Overall view today so far in LA looks great. The 101 is wide open. The 405 has no problems. The 110, the 710, the 605, Orange County IE also very quiet. However, I have one problem spot. One of our reporters is out here, Tina Patel. She's gathering more information for us, but I wanted to show you on the map. It's the police activity, and she'll have those details, but it's eastbound 210 right at Grand where all lanes are closed. The backup is about 33 minutes, but you don't want to get stuck in that, so take the 10 East, take the 60 East, take Arrow Highway, take Foothill Boulevard. I've issued an X traffic alert for this. You'll see it at the bottom of your screen until it's clear, but again, you do have plenty of ways to avoid that full freeway closure along the 210 eastbound. Also in Castaic, a big rig is stuck in the right lane, 5 south before Templin Highway. No backup associated with that. And here's a live look at the 15 Cajon Pass. If Vegas is on your list of things to do today, it's looking clear. I knew you'd like that. It's looking clear in both directions, north and southbound this morning.
Okay, let's get to some breaking news in Carson. Our center manager Mark Lou's at the desk with details on a SWAT operation to take an armed suspect into custody. Mark, what's the latest?
Yeah, so LAPD has a couple of obstacles here that they have to overcome. One, they believe that this suspect may be experiencing a mental health crisis. 2, this suspect may have a criminal history. And 3, the suspect has not communicated with officers at all and is barricaded inside of a home, armed with a knife. Let me show you some live pictures from the scene. This is right on the border between Carson and the city of LA in the harbor area. This is near Carson and Normandy. Now, just before 2:30 this morning, LAPD was called here for the report of an ADW, or assault with a deadly weapon suspect here. We believe he's inside one of the apartments in this building that you see behind you, that tan building. Now, LAPD has SWAT here because for the better part of the last couple of hours, they have been trying to communicate with this suspect to get them out. Let me show you some video that our breaking news crew has been shooting out there this morning. What you're going to see is SWAT officers here getting ready to go into this unit. Now, we've seen SWAT officers in the video that I want to show you, if we can roll that, using basically ladders here. They've been getting ladders ready to go into this apartment. Now, they haven't communicated to us where this suspect is, but they do know, they believe he is armed in there with a knife, although they don't have any reports of any injuries. But we've seen this. SWAT officers getting ready with ladders, which means they may be potentially getting ready to breach a second floor or a third floor unit there. You can see the command post as well is there to coordinate the efforts of these LAPD officers. Now, Carson is closed at Normandy for this operation because of all those armored vehicles there on the street in that van. They usually have negotiating teams there, but you can also see these SWAT officers are geared up in case they have to use any sort of chemical agents as well in order to take the suspect into custody. But again, coming back out here to me, unfortunately, they say the suspect has not communicated with officers. So one of the key tools that they use in barricades like this is a negotiating team to get this suspect to surrender peacefully. So far, that has not yielded any results. So LAPD is preparing to take the next steps. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you. We also want to get to breaking news this morning in Covina, where CHP Pursuit has shut down the eastbound 210 freeway.
Yeah, we know shots have been fired. A tow truck has been attacked. CBS LA's Tina Patel live at East Arrow Highway, North Citrus Avenue, where the pursuit ended. Tina, what are we learning?
Well, we're hoping to get a little bit more information from CHP. They tell us that someone's on the way to provide more details about what happened here. They've actually moved us a little bit farther back from this gas station, but this is where the pursuit ended. And if you can see, there's a white Volkswagen actually by one of the gas pumps. We believe that is what the suspect was driving. Now, here's what we know. CHP followed the suspect who was involved in an attack on the freeway here to the gas station. There was some sort of confrontation when they arrived here, and that led officers to pull their weapons on the suspect. They ended up firing and hitting him. He has now been taken to the hospital. We're trying to get an update on his condition, but we still don't know the circumstances of why he pulled into this gas station in the first place. I want to show you video of the other scene on the freeway because that's where this all started a little bit before 3 this morning. Investigators say they were originally called about an assault on the freeway. This is on the 210 near the Grand Avenue exit. When they arrived there, they found a tow truck driver had been attacked. He was suffering from what looked to be serious injuries to the face. Now, again, officers tried to pull over the suspect there, but there ended up being a short pursuit, which ended here where we are, about 2 miles away. And that's where the shooting took place. As we come back out here live, so investigators have 2 areas that they are now investigating. Here, the gas station is closed off, also the 210 freeway. So if that is normally where your morning commute takes you through those eastbound lanes, you're going to want to avoid that area while the investigation is underway. Again, we're still trying to find out more about this suspect and the condition of that tow truck driver. When we have more information, we'll of course let you know. We'll send it back to you.
Great advice. The good thing is that today will be really light because of the holidays, so those roads shouldn't be impacted too badly. Tina, thank you. More than 2,500 people are now confirmed dead following last month's devastating double earthquakes.
Yeah, but one man is alive this morning thanks to LA County's elite urban search and rescue team who worked for days to save him. Yeah, it's amazing they're still finding people alive. I mean, you can see jubilation here amid the destruction as a team of international rescue workers, including Americans, pulled out this man, a 45-year-old security guard stuck in the rubble, and he was alive. Hernan Gil Flores was trapped underground inside a security booth for 8 days. He was reportedly buried under 140 tons of concrete. They fed him through a syringe while they worked around the clock for 4 days in dangerous conditions just to try to free him.
It's absolutely emotional. You know, training and the reality is very different. When someone's life is actually at stake and you don't want to make any wrong moves to further injure or even possibly kill a victim, and our rescuers, they work tirelessly. They are exhausted. They work round the clock. We run 24-hour shifts. Assistant Chief Trevon Espy also says the LA County USR team had previously trained with the team from Chile who helped pull off the rescue. He said that made it easy for them to work together because they already knew what the other was going to do. Turning to the war with Iran, President Trump and mediators reported progress after indirect talks in Qatar this week. Now, both sides, they did appear to make new threats.
Right now, peace talks are suspended for at least a week while Iran officially mourns the death of its former supreme leader. In an interview with CNBC yesterday, President Trump said the conflict with Iran was a, quote, denuking, not a war, but that came as Iran threatened to attack oil tankers failing to use its approved routes through the Strait of Hormuz. On Fox News, Vice President J.D. Vance warned of an equally forceful American response.
If the Iranians hit ships, we were going to hit back.
Some of the tougher issues, certainly the nuclear issue, has been put downstream, and I don't know if we're going to get to that anytime.
Millions are expected to turn out in Iran's capital for the funeral of the late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, who was killed in an allied attack the last day of February.
Well, back here in the U.S., President Trump gearing up to host his Salute to America event, celebrating our nation's 250th anniversary. The White House has staged a week of patriotic events across the country's most recognizable landmarks. The president will head to Mount Rushmore today and return to D.C. tomorrow for the big celebration. He'll take the stage to deliver a speech at the National Mall, followed by a massive firework display. It's set to be one of Washington's most secure Independence Days, with majority security protocols already in place.
It should be safe and it should be secure for every single citizen that lives here and every single citizen that comes to visit.
5,000 National Guard troops will be on the ground, as well as heavy law enforcement. Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport will halt flights for a brief time today, as well as tomorrow from noon to midnight.
Back here at home, there'll be a huge 4th of July party at the LA Coliseum. America 250 is hosting it to celebrate our nation's birthday. The event will be hosted by Queen Latifah and feature performances from Smashing Pumpkins, Chris Stapleton, Chaka Khan, and other big stars. Organizers emphasize the America 250 tribute is nonpartisan, not political. It's just a party. Tickets are $17.76. That's, of course, a nod to the year the U.S. was declared an independent nation.
I hope everybody knows why it's priced that, but yes, it's going to be a great family-friendly activity to come down at Block Party Village starting at 3 p.m.
Some Democrats accuse President Trump trying to hijack the country's celebration, but Freedom 250 says it's fully committed to uniting Americans at the historic moments and give all Americans a spectacular birthday they can be proud of.
A lot of people are going to be going out to celebrate and having a great time. And this will be, though, one of America's hottest Independence Days, too.
Oh, yeah, celebrations will collide with scorching temps from a sweltering heat dome. Of course, not here in Southern California, but in Washington, 4th of July temps could shatter a record that stood for more than a century. The city's major events are adding water stations and cooling tents. The heat dome is expected to intensify into the weekend. It's expected to bring those temps and punishing humidity to hundreds of millions of people from the Midwest to the East Coast. Ooh.
I know, it's pretty pink on that map.
We should be thankful that it's not that hot.
Yeah, I know it's a little gloomy, but I'll take that versus that for sure.
That humidity.
My hair can't take it.
Big hair don't care.
Yep, well we do care. We don't want that.
All right, 6:11, everyone on the dot. A warning about mosquitoes ahead of the